Here we have for sale our 2020 on a 70 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 320 model, which means it's got a 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight. This has got the 2 litre EcoBlue Euro 6 diesel engine producing 185 PS, which is roughly 185 brake horsepower. That is accompanied with the automatic gearbox, and this is the short wheelbase sport van finished in the fantastic metallic magnetic grey. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Ford Transit Custom Sport of this age. We'll talk you through in detail the condition of this particular example, talk to you about the service history and what we've done to it during our preparations, seeing as the vehicle is currently available for sale with us here at Bridgend Van Centre. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd, of course, with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open like that. On a Sport, of course, you get a number of elements which come colour-coded, very similar to a limited spec. So that includes things like the door handles, bumpers, bits of trim like this down the side, and also things like the front bumper and the wing mirror covers all come colour-coded in the colour which, as I mentioned right at the start of the video, is the metallic magnetic grey. Now, the only sort of cosmetic change, or a couple of cosmetic changes that we've done to this van, is added the rear spoiler that you can see here. So a Sport, even though it comes with a lot of this sort of sporty styling, it doesn't come with the rear spoiler. So we have added that. We feel like it just sort of adds something to the rear. It almost feels like it's missing it without it. So we've added that, and also a nice set of roof bars as well, which, again, to us, just that helps to finish it off. Now, again, a Sport does come with a really nice specification, and one of the things that comes with the standard is a reversing camera. So on a normal limited van, you'd get parking sensors like this one has got here, but you don't get a reversing camera as standard. So on a Sport, that is a nice additional bit of spec that you get. But it's these sort of subtle bits of trim which sort of set it apart. So like this here, this rear bumper corner, this is actually different. So you can see this line which runs through it, but this is slightly flared at the bottom, and that helps then to run into the wheel arch extensions, which are also, again, part of the Sport styling. But in terms of condition here at the rear of the van, having a look at the condition of the rear doors, you can probably see here it's in really, really good order. There's a lovely gloss to the painting. I'm just trying to see if there's any marks or anything like that. There's a few marks just to the plastic on top of the rear bumper, but the actual bumper itself is in really nice order, but just a few marks on the plastic on the very top, which is almost to be expected really with things loading in and out of the back, but generally speaking, very, very presentable indeed. We open up the rear doors then, you've got these yellow arms, you can pull that and clip that into place there against the rear door, and that allows you to open the door right out to its full 180-degree position. You can do exactly the same with the other door as well. Having a look inside the back of the van here then, this has got brand new ply lining. We do this on the vast majority of panel vans which come into stock with us. 2 purposes of that. One, of course, to make it look better, the aesthetic of the vehicle in here. They do a lovely job, as you can see, sealing in the wheel arches, full rear door coverage, and even these nice fillets here, which again are all nicely sealed. So they do a lovely job, but of course it's there to protect the vehicle as well. So if you've got cargo moving around in here in the back, it's not going to cause a nasty outward dent in the side of your van. But yeah, looking very, very clean and tidy. You can see all of the exposed painted areas here on the sides, looking really, really smart. And of course you've got the nice hard wearing plastic floor there as well, which is nice and easy to keep clean. You can give that a sweep out if you need to. Tie down points you can see here on the dotted around the floor of the van, and you've also got LED load lights there as well, which will help you in lower light conditions. You can see the condition there of the bulkhead, that's all in really good order, and you've got the load through hatch down there as well to load right the way through underneath the passenger seats. If we shut the doors then, we'll continue to go around the outside of the van. Now, I mentioned a little bit earlier, I talked to you about the service history on this vehicle. So we do have a really nice service history with it. So we've got evidence of services that have been carried out at 24,000 and 47,000 miles. So on these vans, they are due every 25,000 or 2 years. So it's nice to see that that has been kept to, and they've done it slightly early of those marks, which is always lovely to see. But during our preparation, the van's now on a bit over 60,000 miles. We have carried out a further full service on the vehicle, but we've also changed the timing belt, or what is known as the wet belt. So we have changed that. So we like to see them done every 6 years or 60,000 miles. And as I say, because this van has exceeded 60,000 and we don't have a record of it being done previously, we have changed the timing belt, or as I say, what is more commonly known as the wet belt on the van. We use all genuine Ford parts when we do that, and we do a full job. And what I mean by that is, if we sort of do a bit of homework into that sort of job itself, we actually replace the sump which is a bit more costly, a bit more sort of labour intensive, but in our view it's the proper way to do it. So some timing cover, everything has all been replaced, as they're all genuine Ford parts as well. So as I say, it gives you peace of mind there for another 6 years or 60,000 miles. Along with, of course, doing that timing belts, we have done a full service on the vehicle as well. So it really gives you peace of mind, and a new MOT also. Looking here then down the driver's side of the vehicle, and again just looking here in the reflections, you can just see how clean and straight this is looking down the side. You can see there's no ripples or anything like that, signs of previous repairs. A couple of tiny little touch-ins like this one just here, which you're going to get a couple of dotted around. I'm just trying to see if there's any others I can see. There will be one or two, but generally speaking, as you can see, it's looking absolutely lovely here. Now, as I mentioned with the styling on the Sport, so you get these wheel arch extensions. That then continues into the side skirt, and these wheels are also part of the Sport styling. So this is a set of 17-inch alloy wheels. So they're a gloss black wheel with a diamond cut face, all in fantastic order on this particular van, which of course are lovely to see. And I think they actually tie in really well with the styling, which is actually a nice set of Michelin tyres on this particular van. If we open up the driver's door, then we can start to have a look inside the cab here. So looking at the driver's door card, a couple of sort of light superficial marks to the plastic here, but nothing major at all. A step and the floor all looking in really good condition. Having a look at the driver's seat, this is in lovely order actually. As you will well know, on the edge of the driver's seat on vans, it's quite common to see a bit of wear, but this is, as you can see there, looking very, very smart. And this is part of the Sport trim then, is you get this half leather seating. So cloth in the center here, and then half leather, which runs around the outside. Same with the armrest as well. That is also in leather, which is, yeah, all in very nice, and say, in really, really good condition inside here. 2 full flip remote keys come with the vehicle. You've got auto-activated lights, auto-activated wipers, electric windows, electric folding mirrors. You've got cruise control on the left-hand side here of the steering wheel. You've got your volume controls, you've got your onboard computer controls on the right-hand side. And you can answer and hang up the phone just there as well. If we look on the left-hand stalk, you can see this little button here. That's just to toggle your lane departure warning or lane assist if you want to put that on. 62,310 miles recorded. You can see there's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. Into the center, you can see this is the, of course, automatic gearbox. You've got air conditioning, heated seats, heated windscreen. That's the actual elements in the screen. And then you've also got heated door mirrors as well. There's a USB down here and a 12-volt socket, and the same up here on top of the dash as well with a USB and a 12-volt socket. Plug your smartphone into, we always tend to go for this one up here because it's right in front of you. And that will then give you Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on the Sync 3 screen here, which is in the center. When you put the vehicle into reverse, this is where your reversing camera is displayed as well. But yeah, as you can see in here, lovely condition inside. The floor is all looking very smart. Little to no wear on the steering wheel as well. Moving then around to the front, couple of little touch-ins I can just see dotted around here. A few very minor ones. Same on the door mirrors here. Just a couple of touch-ins. As I say, there's nothing serious, but as I say, anything I can see, I will gladly point out to you. The bonnet, it has got a light peppering of stone chips, particularly around the sort of frontal part of the bonnet just here, which, again, with this sort of miles is really what I would expect with this. You know, it's consistent with its age and mileage. And looking at the headlights then, of course, you've got the nice LED daytime running light around the outside. The Ford Trail front grille has been added. That's another upgrade on this particular van. So the Sport comes with a slightly different grille to this. We really like the Ford Trail grille, so we have added that onto this van. And again, usual just sort of light peppering of stone chips dotted around in different places. So they've just been neatly touched in to make sure they're not going to get any worse and things. But yeah, as I say, if I can see it, I will gladly point it out. Front parking sensors here, and of course front fog lights. But generally speaking, looking very, very nice indeed. I think it's a really good looking van in the metallic grey. And I say just a couple of changes like that grille, roof bars, rear spoiler. I think it just finishes it off. Looking here down the passenger side, should I say, again, just a couple of little touch-ins there from stone chips. And yeah, looking down here, I'm just trying to see if there's anything else I can sort of point out to you. Another one just there. But all looking very, very nice indeed. If I open up the side loading door, have a look inside there. Gives you another aspect of the load space. Same with the bulkhead just there. If I open up the passenger door, have a look at the step. the seats from this angle. You can see how clean and tidy they are. Got the nice little fold-down work tray there with a couple of cup holders and somewhere to store your paperwork. A couple of light marks here, again, just to the glove box on the plastic. But yeah, overall, looking very nice. So just to summarise then, this is a one owner from new. It's a September 2020 on a 70-plate Ford Transit Custom 320 Sport. So 320, 3.2 tonnes gross vehicle weight. That's very unusual in a panel van. So really good payload on this van. 185 brake horsepower, so the most powerful custom that they did on this year. That automatic gearbox, of course, finished in metallic grey. So all the lovely sport features on this van. Lovely service history, lovely condition, and as I say, crucially through our workshop, which is our van specialist workshop, which is Bridgend Van Care, we have conducted a full service, and the all-important timing belt or wet belt change has been done. As I say, all Ford parts on that timing belt, which is absolutely key. So as I say, clean bill of health and absolutely ready to drive away straight away from us here at Bridgend Van Centre. The vehicle is supplied with 12 months AA warranty. You have got options to upgrade that to 2 or 3 years. So it's 399 plus VAT and 599 plus VAT to go to 2 or 3 years if you want to, but you do get 12 months absolutely free of charge. We can, of course, arrange finance at very competitive rates, whether that be for limited companies or for private individuals. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, and we can also deliver our vans nationwide as well. If you haven't seen it already, I'd urge you to head over to our website there, bridgendvans.co.uk. That's where you'll find the price, the description and the photography of this van, and of course all of the others that we've currently got here for sale. Thank you very much for watching.